Welcome back, everyone. This week is Rheumatoid Arthritis Awareness Week, and we've got the Travelers Championship, as you can see there, in full swing. So we're talking about how that painful disorder can impact golfers, and helping us stay on top of our game and our health is orthopedic hand surgeon Dr. Nick Bontempo with Hartford HealthCare. Welcome, doctor. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you very much for having me.
Let's talk about rheumatoid arthritis,
Sure.
some of the symptoms, and how those symptoms can affect something like your golf game or any other sports that folks might play.
Yeah, so rheumatoid arthritis, it's an inflammatory condition. It affects any joint in the body, but it can be quite debilitating. Usually it affects both sides of the body and multiple joints at a time. And it's different to distinguish rheumatoid arthritis from osteoarthritis, but certainly rheumatoid arthritis, both can be very, very debilitating.
Especially with golf, where you need grip is probably pretty important to that, right? So what can folks do? Say that they're experiencing symptoms. What's that going to feel like, and what should be their course of action? What should they do? So
usually patients will experience some pain, they'll maybe experience some weakness, and in terms of things that they can do to treat that, usually very typical over-the-counter oral anti-inflammatories can be helpful. Sometimes patients will even say warm water or a paraffin wax bath can help. Specifically with golfers, I encourage them to try to increase their grip size on their clubs so that we don't have to squeeze down as hard.
Yeah, there are some bigger grips that you can get. I have one of those.
And I have a lot of patients who love playing golf, and the arthritis can be quite debilitating, like I said earlier. So just increasing the grip size so you don't have to squeeze down as hard, it makes the joints feel better.
I thought the larger grip would help my golf game, and it didn't at all. When it comes to, prevention, what can folks do to sort of, and you also mentioned, doctor, that rheumatoid arthritis is not as big of an issue as it used to be. Tell us about that.
Right, so rheumatoid arthritis no one knows exactly what causes it. It is more hereditary and genetic in nature, but there's been a whole class of drugs that have been developed to help this, and it's really made tremendous strides, and really has cut down on a number of operative interventions that are needed for patients with rheumatoid arthritis.
Oh, so that's good.
From an orthopedic standpoint.
Okay, so it doesn't necessarily mean you need some sort of a surgery to correct it.
But with osteoarthritis, which is your typical degenerative wear and tear arthritis, that's what most people will experience in their lifetime. And with that, a lot of activity modification, oral anti-inflammatories, topical anti-inflammatories can all be very helpful. But there's plenty of things that we can do to try to mitigate the patient's symptoms, and if they don't get better, then surgery is an option as well.
Gotcha. So maybe come see the folks at Hartford HealthCare, get on the right track, see where you're at. Absolutely. I also know we do have the Travelers kicking off with the pro golfers today, and Hartford HealthCare playing a role in the fun and festivities up there. Tell us about that. Yeah, so
Hartford HealthCare, they have a special tent this year between the 15th tee and the 16th green. It's called Hartford HealthCare Sports Zone, and we have orthopedic surgeons out there all day. Visitors can come by. There's a climate-controlled tent with elevated stadium seating that they can come watch their favorite players play golf. And then also within the tent, we have certified therapists there that they'll do a motion analysis of your golf swing, help you learn about the mechanics of body movement. In addition, there's going to be some orthopedic surgeons there who are going to be doing demonstrations for joint replacements right on the golf course. It'll be pretty cool to check out.
Terrific, yeah, that's great. And we know you've helped out Laura, my friend Laura Hutchinson, so she can vouch for the fact that you do amazing work. And thanks so much for everything you do. Nick Bontempo from Hartford HealthCare, thanks for coming by and talking to us. All right, have a fantastic day.
Thank you very much.
All right, we're going to get it over to our guy, Gil.